DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Waters. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lance's throw there caught by Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were quite formidable on the Eagles are weak.
And when I saw him throw, it was nearly an unstoppable transfer. He had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Lance now to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option, running left is Lance. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. Oh, boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Tannehill a throw out wide that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front of him and let him pick his spot on the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense, and the ball pops out. Vaughn fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Waters. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keyshawn Vaughn with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big moves towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's Lance to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. This defense, number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
On the set.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
10 cycles.
To throw, it's Lance. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Good yardage there on the scramble. All of a sudden, they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He finds his man, Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 0 hesitation that time. That was a get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, it doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter. He's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best. There he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, a run with Vaughn. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Buccaneers at 10 and 2 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Waters. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Ready, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Come on, set.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Lance going to throw. That is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone to throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance, that's to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here we go.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Watch out now. 52.
They'll run with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bucs 7-yard line.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Striker. 3-3.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Waters. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both? Yeah. I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down. Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging on the ball now. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a place to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They start the drive with Vaughn. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Off the play fake. Waters. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action. Waters. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Off the play fake. Waters.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Waters.
This ball complete to Durham.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Waters. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Waters.
This one swung out to Vaughn.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go now. Red cycle.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake. Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why do you call play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points,
but
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Waters.
That's caught by Durham.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 meters.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, fighting off the defender. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A give to Pollard, running left. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Lance on the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get a completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lance now to throw.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lance going to try to throw for this.
And this is going to be intercepted.
As most teams do in a two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Waters. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A give running right is Vaughn.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off play action. Waters. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 4 to the full 10 yards.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Running right, it's Pollard.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
67 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Call it no game that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here's Lance to throw it.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Desperation time here. Lance.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. On the counter, it's Vaughn.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun, Waters.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Lance looking to change it up. 2nd down, Pollard again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else. Lance looking to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready up.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Lance back to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Now Lance.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Lance going to sneak it.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. One final try now for Lance.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense. Every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Here it is. 4th and goal. Lance going to sneak it.
Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Buccaneers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.